I'm at Rockbridge Memorial State Park today. Get a few miles in. Alright, I'm just gonna knock out this Karst Trail real quick. Looks like it's not even 2 miles long, so it shouldn't take too long. Still got a little bit of fall color out here. Like some tall grass prairie. Probably can't see it, but there's a deer in the trail way up there. I'll see if I can sneak up on him. Oh, nope, there they go. 2 of them. Yeah, those deer ran into the forest here, so not gonna see those guys anymore. Yeah, it's really pretty out here. A dried up pond over there. Nice little view down into the forest. Man, these things are pretty awesome. It's cool. Well, I am almost back to the car. A couple of more bends in the trail and I'll be there. Here's my intersection back to the car. Yeah, not a bad little trail. I just had an hour before work to spare, so decided to come out here and do this one. I'll probably come back tomorrow and get a 5 or 6 miler in before work. So. Alright, there's my car. 2 miles, and I did it in 40 minutes. Pretty easy hiking. See you tomorrow. I'm here at Rockbridge Memorial State Park and the Gans Creek wildlife area. Gonna get a little 7-mile hike in today. It's a lot thicker through here for sure. I think the loop I'm trying to do today, it's about 7 miles. We'll see if we can make it happen. There's some big old cedars. That was about 4 deer right there. I just walked right up on them. I was just thinking to myself, man, the deer ought to be moving this morning. It's like 42 degrees. And then there they were. I don't think I got them on video very good though. Pretty cool little pond. Some nice color in here. Well, a bunch more deer went over the hill there. Way down there you can see them, whitetails. See the creek down there? I'm dropping down to the creek. Some nice colors in here. Really pretty through here. like I come to an intersection. I think I'll go right. Here's a real big drop off right there. 150 foot probably. I keep seeing all these deer jumping up in front of me, but I can't get the camera up fast enough. By the time I get it turned on, they're way up the side of the hill. For some reason, they never jump out in front of me when I have the camera rolling like this. Kind of sucks. In a couple of weeks, all these yellows will be on the ground. Dead leaves. Enjoy it while it lasts. It's a pretty little area. Yeah, that's cool. Nice color to these mossy rocks. I got to road walk a little bit to get to this other trailhead. The High Ridge Trail is just right over there. I can hear some people up there hiking it. I did that trail a couple of weeks ago. Alright, made it to my other trailhead. Starting to climb up. Really pretty area. lot of cedars in this area. It's interesting how you can have a forest so wide open just 100 yards to my right, and then you get this. I wonder why that happens. Interesting. Moss is really pretty. There's a bunch of deer right here. Well, that one deer wasn't too scared until those two trail runners come up behind me. They were pretty loud, and the deer just took off after that. Back in the open forest. Dropping down. I'm looking at this terrain. I don't know how those people trail run through this stuff. I'd fall down the mountain if that was me. Made it to the top of this bluff line. Nice view. Really pretty area. The yellows through here are really vibrant. I dropped all the way down here to the creek. I'm about 7 miles in. That's counting the Karst Trail from yesterday. I think I still have a couple of miles left before I finish my hike today. A little bit of water down there. A little bit of bluffage in here. popped out in this nice little creek view here. It's a pretty area. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm way up here. Kind of see a couple 100 feet, 250 maybe. Nice area. I kind of went away from the creek and now I'm back over by the creek. I think there's another overlook here in a second. Yeah, that's pretty cool. A little bend in the creek. Alright, starting to climb up. I was just standing right over here about 15 minutes ago. The trail follows the creek pretty close to the edge here. About a 150-foot drop. The trail's right here. Alright, back down at the bottom again. About half a mile to the car. Alright, I am almost back to the car. Highly recommend this loop. Couple of good views. Awesome trail. Really pretty forest. Saw like probably 15 deer. So yeah, pretty awesome area. Glad I came out. But I worked 12 hours last night. I gotta work 12 hours tonight. I'll be lucky if I get 4 hours of sleep. So I'm gonna get out of here, get something to eat real quick, and get a nap in. There's the parking lot. Until next time.